Hello fam, welcome back to our channel. I want to say many thanks to you all for keeping faith with us. Thank you for your feedbacks, thank you for your acknowledgement, thank you for your criticism, constructive criticism. We appreciate them a lot. I want to say thank you, God bless you. We have a news to give to you today, and it's quite an interesting one. Yesterday we gave us a news concerning the issue of restructuring, how the leadership are beginning to clamor for restructuring based on what is happening in security issues that are happening right now. In fact, as we speak, in some other news, the security officers are beginning to tell us that in Nigeria, they may not guarantee security during Christmas. And that is a serious issue. That's why a lot of persons have been talking about restructuring. But we will give examples, we give reasons why we're asking for both for restructuring, and some persons are also asking for the total disintegration of Nigeria. But before we go to the news proper for the analysis, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, yesterday, Elrufai and Mallam Elrufai talked about restructuring. The Senate yesterday took a sweep at Governor Nasir Elrufai of Kaduna State over his allegation that the National Assembly ignored the All Progressive Congress APC's restructuring committee's proposal on state police and devaluation of power since 2018. The central has been so powerful, and I noticed that even this ninth Senate is still looking for a way of making the central still more powerful by that water bill. That water bill is going to give much more power to the central. But let's continue. According to the Senate, Governor Elrufai was not properly briefed or well informed on the workings or activities of the National Assembly. Otherwise, he would not have come up with such allegation. It is a matter of regret that for some reasons the consequential action by the APC leadership to adopt and implement the report has not happened since it was submitted in January 2018. Elrufai said at a public lecture to commemorate the 50th anniversary of Arewa House in Kaduna on Saturday. Urging fast move to remove structural bottlenecks that hobble our country, Elrufai called on the federal legislators and the National Assembly Ad Hoc Committee on Constitution Review to take advantage of our report and initiate constitutional and legislative amendments in either a piecemeal or comprehensive manner without further delay. Okay, faulting the governor's approach, the chairman Senate Committee on Media and Public Affairs, Senator Ajibola Bashiru, APC Osun Central, asked Elrufai to bring before the ninth Senate his memorandum rather than make statements on newspapers. According to him, as far as the current Senate is concerned, it has not received any proposal from the governor or from the group he represents. The Senate spoke as the opposition People's Democratic Party (PDP) said Elrufai's comment is an indication that President Muhammadu Buhari is not a listening president following the failure of government to act on the recommendation since 2018. Meanwhile, clamor for restructuring, state police and devaluation of power to the federating unit continue to gain currency since yesterday. Senator Bashiru said the National Assembly operates in different assemblies. The President Assembly was inaugurated in June 2019, and if Governor Elrufai is talking about 2018 proposal, he is talking about the 8th Assembly. The job of an assembly starts from the date of its inauguration. I believe that it is not the intention to confuse Nigerians as to what to say. The Ninth Assembly has inaugurated the Constitution Review Committee, and we have called for memoranda, which has been published in most of the national dailies. If he, Elrufai, has a proposal on constitution amendment and on what he has highlighted, we expect him to forward it to the National Assembly. As of today, we have not received any memorandum from him. We are also not unaware that he was a chairman of APC committee to review the constitution, and the report was submitted to the party. On our party is a ruling party. One expects him to use his office through the Nigerian Governors Forum (NGF) or use his well-known connection in the presidency to bring such a proposal to the National Assembly. National Assembly is not a single party. It's a place for all Nigerians and people of different parties. You cannot expect us to come up with issues without consultations. Governor Nisa Elrufai has not approached the National Assembly with any of the recommendations. I don't believe that he has been well informed or briefed before he came up with it. We are committed to amending the Constitution. He cannot be blaming us for what is not before the National Assembly. There is a proper channel to present an issue. We expect him to do that. If he has any memorandum, he should come with it to us rather than just making statements in newspapers. Reacting to Elrufai's comment, the PDP, through its Deputy National Publicity Secretary, Deran Adeyemi, commended the governor for speaking up and urged other leaders of the APC desirous of a new Nigeria to add their voices to the call for the sack of service chiefs. He said if the Erifai's committee recommended state police and the federal government did nothing about it, it shows that the president is not listening. He's not a listening president, not a listening leader. The level of insecurity under the watch of President Buhari has become so scary and worrisome. So it's a good thing that APC governor is speaking up now. We urge other leaders, particularly their governors and other leaders, to help us tell President Buhari to reject the nation's security architecture. Why is he finding it difficult to replace the current crop of service chiefs, or is Mr. President saying we do not have capable hands better than these ones? Speaking on the advice from Ekiti State Governor Kayode Fayemi at the Arewa 50th anniversary that the call for restructuring should not be given ethnic coloration, the PDP publicity scribe said restructuring is good for the health of the entire country and should be supported by all. Restructuring is an idea being pushed by all. It is neither a call for the good of one ethnic group nor a move being championed by one ethnic nationality. So Governor Kayode Fayemi is right, he added. However, Apex Igbo socio-cultural organization OhanezeNdigbo dismissed Elrufai's and APC's claim on restructuring as a lame excuse. Speaking, Emeka Atama, the media advisor to President General Chief Nnea Nwodo Ohaneze, said, "This is a lame excuse being part of the president double APC finds itself. If Governor Elrufai knew this all along and the NASS was dilly-dallying, why didn't he speak out before now? Pure medicine after that. Sorry, APC government is not sincere about restructuring." Well, speaking on the same issue, President of the Arewa Youth Consultative Forum, Alhaji Yerima Shetima, said nobody is afraid of restructuring. Governor Elrufai spoke the mind of Northern Progressive. For us, there's nothing special about it. I have been an advocate of restructuring, but I don't subscribe to violent means of achieving it. I am from dialogue. I am for dialogue and I support restructuring 100%. I find it quite disturbing that too much power has been concentrated at the center in Nigeria's governance history, especially since our exit from unitary system. The kind of federalism we are practicing today is therefore quite defective. The states have no real control over how this country is being run. They don't have the right economic and political independence they deserve. Monthly statutory allocation to state has made Nigerian state government too dependent on federal government, and this is killing their autonomy. As for hashtag #EndSARS protest against the alleged harassment by a unit of the nation's police force, the reality is already known. State police is necessary. I say this because you don't post a policeman from born and bred in Sokoto for policing in Shagamu, a place people he knew little or nothing about. I therefore support state police to make the war on crime more effective, and I support restructuring to give the state the desired freedom from federal might and manipulations. The center should be made less attractive for effective governance. We cannot afford the federalism so expensive that it's weighing down the national economy too much. But for the outbreak, well, you can actually see that everybody seems to be on the same page on the issue of restructuring. Now, one of the reasons why my heart desires a better Nigeria, I'm just speaking my mind now. I desire to see the people I grew up with to still remain my brothers, to still remember my sisters. The truth is, if you've been privileged to tour around the whole of Nigeria, particularly the southern states, you will know that Nigerians are beautiful people. Different ethnicity, yes, yes, yes. But the beauty is, if we can be united in our diversity, we are one of the greatest nations on the surface of the earth. But our challenge is our diversity. That same diversity is what is killing us as a people. Simply because the unity that should be fought to be kept, some persons are doing divide and rule. They want to hold on to power and they're shuffling other ethnicity. That's why you see everybody clamoring that they want to leave. But I've been privileged to mingle with a lot of other ethnic groups. And I tell you, Nigerians are beautiful people. And it breaks my heart to think that all of a sudden, these same people I call my brothers and sisters, one day will now be looking at them as another country. That's why sometimes you see me, even though reality tells me if the security cannot be managed, if the insecurity cannot be managed, let's break up. But my heart yearns to still see my brothers and sisters as one big family called Nigeria. If it means restructuring, honestly, my heart goes in for it. But then, if lives are involved, then let the will of the Lord be done in this matter. That's what we're going to wrap it up. Let's